this is June because I was born in June. It's me again, and today, I just want to do a little bit personal sharing of myself. A lot of people starting asking me about how I launched my first business. I actually have two business right now. Two are internet related. One is more like an e-commerce shopping site, like we sell accessories. Not car accessories, please guys, not car accessories, but like earrings, necklace, etc. So that's my first e-commerce business when I was 18 or 19. I couldn't remember. When I was 19 or 20, I think so. So that was my first e-commerce business. So at the time, the e-commerce in Southeast Asia region is still very new. So I was opportunist. So I took on the opportunity. I actually gave up my accounting degree. I graduated from accounting background, but then I decided that this is really something that I want to try on. That's why I nearly completed my ACCA paper. Actually, ACCA paper is more like a international paper for accountancy. And then I decided I want to give it up. I have 3 more papers to complete, but I thought it's just not something that I'm pursuing after. So I gave up, and then I start my first online e-commerce business. So a lot of people ask me about this question, saying that they are very young right now. I think I have a few 20 plus texted me, and then some they are also in their 30s, have no experience, have been working, but then they always felt like so curious about this online business, how it works, how should they start, what skill set you need, what should I do. So I always get this a lot. So I just want to share a little bit of my journey so that you can know whether this is something that is right for you or not. Because after I've been talking to a few of my friends, right, throughout this journey, I have about 12 years experience in business experience as well as in internet business experience. Throughout these 12-year journeys, every year I will get a lot of friends asking me about what they think about online business. But I always felt that a lot of people just like to touch and go. What do I mean by touch and go? They thought like this is very interesting. They try out. They decided to try out because of their curiosity. They try out 2 months. They didn't get any results, and then they gave up. They try out 2 months. It can be like 5 months. They didn't get any result, and they gave up. So what's the problem here? The problem is that everyone thought like internet business is very easy. Actually, it's not. Internet business is very easy. Generally, when you are talking about any businesses, it's not easy. It's not for everybody. But in order for you to be qualified to be able to become an entrepreneur and start your first business, be it online or offline, you must have few criteria of yourself. First, you must be really passionate about what you are doing. Or if let's say you tell me that you are not passionate, you just want to try it out, then you must have the determination. You will meet a lot of failure, meaning you will actually go through a lot of circumstances where you want to give up. But you have to tell yourself that you're already committed in this scenario. You committed that you want to be successful. That's why you cannot give up. Because throughout all these years, I have a lot of friends asking me, hey, how about I want to start my own clothing line? I always give them the encouragement. Just go ahead and do it, because if let's say you never started, you really never know. But bear in mind, the road, no matter what kind of business you start, be it online or offline, be it service or products, physical or info product, is never easy. You must have the determination to have the make it work mentality. Sorry, it's here. Must have the make it work mentality. Make it work mentality, it means that whenever you face any challenges, right? Whenever something that is down, like maybe today you never get a sale, is it the right time for you to tell yourself that you need to give up? For everybody, it's different. I couldn't comment that you need to give up or you cannot give up, because it's different for everybody. But you need to know that it's never easy. But if let's say you want me to give an advice from, like, I have about 12 years experience, I start really early. I also wish I could have started even earlier. I started about when I was 18 to 19. If let's say I start even earlier, maybe I met a lot of different kind of challenges or failure, I can even grow even faster. So please expect that when you start your first business, it may not be, hey, everything is gonna be successful. However, you must know, whenever you see outside people are so successful, be it whether startup company or maybe their own businesses, they are already at here, right? Means they have failed a lot of times. Means maybe they have failed 10 times before see they're successful, and then you're just 1. And then when people compare their 1 to people 10, and they see people why they are so successful, and then they thought that, hey, maybe I'm not just for this, maybe I really suck, maybe it's just not for me, maybe I'm just not talented. Your comparison is something very weird, because people actually go through the 1, go through the failure number 2, go through the failure number 3, go through the failure number 4, until number 9, only the 10th becomes successful. Of course, it's always we wanted to aim for the number 1, that is become successful, right? So that's why I'm going to help you to accelerate your speed in growing. Because myself, I have 2 experience. One is actually I started like e-commerce business. This is more like a physical product, like accessories. Okay, let me tell you why I started this accessories company. I was earring holic, meaning I really love earring very much. And then that time, in the shopping malls nearby my house, and then also in the shopping malls in my area, I couldn't find this kind of special earrings, you know, like crystal type. It's very Korean style. What I always find is like those very expensive. That's why I had the passion in really looking out for really different designs and bring over. And then that's why I started. And then when I started, I also have a lot of doubts, just like you guys when you guys want to start it. I always think about, hey, whether I can make it. Hi Ascraft, nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. I always have the doubt that whether I can make it. I always have the doubt that whether this is for me, whether I'm going to make money, whether I'm able to manage such a company, and whether people will buy from me. I always have the doubts. When you're in entrepreneurship and when you're in business, you always have this uncertainty and you always have the fear. But don't let the fear make you not making any actions, because eventually it's more like you conquering the fear that makes you make the move. Whoever is making the actions, whoever fail first, you get the advantage, because it depends on how many times that you are going to fail to make it successful. Okay, so please don't get discouraged if, let's say, anything in your life is not working right now. You should think about how to solve this and then to move on. And then also over the years, this is also my experience. Last time when I was really young, when I do business, I don't like to look for a mentor. I know it all mentality. I can figure out myself mentality. I am the best mentality, but it's wrong. Because eventually, seeking for mentorship, looking for people who have already been through it before, looking for people who have already done it before, actually fasten your success process. Just listen, just model after whoever is successful. Just listen to what they have to say, because maybe they can give you shortcuts that you don't have to go according to so many failures. All right, so maybe instead of fail 5 times to make it work, maybe you just need to fail 1 time and then you make it work. So this is also a second advice I would give. And also just a sharing, when I started my e-commerce business, right, my first stocks, it cost me, I didn't start with a high investment cost. A lot of people thought that like you must invest a lot of money in order to start, right? No, I actually invested about about 200 just to buy the first stocks that I have. Okay, this I remember very vividly, because after have been thinking buying the $200 stocks for a very long time. Maybe I have been thinking for like 2 to 3 months. Have to trying to find out different ways in order to get my $200. So what ended up is that the shipment got missing. Like my first shipment ever in my life when I'm importing the products went missing. Okay, it was quite kind of fear, right? Because you're trying so hard to get the $200 that you only have, and then you invested in the stocks, and then the stocks go missing. But I feel like it's a blessing in disguise, because that time I told myself, no, I have to make it work. So let's figure out what to do about that. So I contacted my supplier, tell them what happened. So very luckily, they are willing to resend. I think there was something wrong. I forgot what was that already. They are willing to resend the stocks to me again. So that was what's happened. So I'm very lucky that I have to make it work mentality. I'm not someone who give up easily. So that's why I'm able to do that up until today. So that's my first. The second business I have also internet related. So over the years, everything slowly transformed into, because you have to know is trying to reconnect. Yeah. So I think something very weird that I got into technology startup. So that's my second company. So it's also never easy. When you start company entrepreneurship, please don't have the mentality that is instant gratitudinous, meaning it's not like you do right now, you have the money in. You must give in some efforts, then the money only will come in, right? So must always have the mentality, the right mentality in order to start your business. So it's also been ongoing. So I actually have 2 business right now with me, and then I have been upskilling myself from one business to another. And then right now, I realized I have such a passion in coaching people, and then I'm very good at it. So if let's say you felt like you resonate with me in terms of you wanted to know more about how to start your first online business, please reach out to me. I actually include my call booking, free 15-minute strategy call booking in my newsfeed. So you can just reach out to me, and then we can talk about it and then see how I can help you. But to everyone else who has been thinking whether you should start your online business, I have 2 advice for you. First, don't think about it, just do it. Alright, just do it, because if let's say you keep on thinking about it, nothing is going to happen, right? Just do it. That's the first. Secondly, the younger you start, the earlier you start, the better, because when we are young, we kind of have more free time, and then we kind of willing to learn, and then we learn fast. And then we kind of don't have the commitment to need to pay for the car, need to pay for the house. We just need to feed ourselves, and then also just to find the excitement. So whenever you are young, right, time is your advantage. But it doesn't mean that if let's say you are 50, 60 or 70, or maybe you are 30, I discourage you from doing so. Everyone starts at their time differently. So whenever you have think about it, just do it. Alright, there is nothing it's better than late than not doing, right? So it's just that when you start young, it gives you a little bit advantage because you have more time. You can enjoy to have more chances to fail. Alright, so I think that's the advice and then the sharing I want to do for today. I hope you guys really learned something out of it. And then I also, after I started all the journey, and then recently I have been into this coaching, and then I'm really passionate in helping you. And then next thing that I want to venture is to teach you guys how you can actually, when you want to go for your online business, first thing you need to learn is actually marketing. How you are able to attract people to visit your online business store. It can be your online business, or how you attract people who are strangers to even engage you as a service provider, or to take in your product, be it info product or physical product. That's a skill set you need to learn, because without learning marketing, no matter how nice is your website, no matter how nice is your rental shop, no matter how good you are, it's not going to work, because marketing is very important. Marketing is just like the oxygen for us, or can it be like a vitamin? So you must master the skill of marketing in order to succeed. So please feel free to join me under this One Funnel Away challenge to upskill yourself to start your first online business, and also to upskill yourself in marketing. I look forward to actually receive the strategy call appointment from you guys. So feel free to reach out. Thank you so much. Bye.